It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And up next, it's Bo Nix. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And just shutting him off there. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Nick Folk for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The tight end in motion right. Here's Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Cousins. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. He's going to have those kind of outings in year 1. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Nix. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Henry out of the pistol. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. To throw is Nix. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The numbers for Davis last week: 6 catches, 117 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Nix from the shotgun. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
In motion right is Addison. Throwing, Nix. Addison hauls it in. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Henry up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bucs at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Nix to the air. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
pushing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 9 catches, 74 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The Bucs offense and receiver Gabe Davis getting set for their next drive. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Open man, that's Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Nix looking to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On play action, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll go play action with Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. This, the second meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious. So they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. He completes it to Henry. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Going deep for Walker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This is taken at about the 14. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Really nice effort and an even nicer stop from Marcus May there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Inside handoff, Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's got room.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. Nix steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Folk's kick is good.
And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Cousins.
Going to look deep here for Pacheco.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Devontae Wyatt
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DJ Chark up close to 100-yard receiving there. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Kenneth Gainwell, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Buccaneers offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Nix.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
In motion, the tight end. Cousins now. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now 2nd and 9. Again to Henry. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Davis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Still first down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Nix. Complete. It's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd down and 6 now.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Throwing Nix. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Nix once more.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and 6 at the Falcons 44-yard line.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Gets past one man, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's Mostert.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Once again, it's Mostert.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Folk's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Cousins.
Got his target. That's Kohler.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Cousins to throw it.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Again, it's Cousins.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Takes it to about the 37.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And running with power here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Nix to the air. And this one's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll go play action with Nix. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Kirk Cousins in the offense, down by 15, 1:44 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs,
They level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
and they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.